Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah.
Another episode of Trash Talk. I'm TJ O'Connor. With me, as always, my partner Damian the Wolverine Hill. And we're joined tonight by one half of this weekend's Three River Throwdown 17's main event, Felipe Martinez Donis. But before we get into the interview, I got to give a shout out to the sponsors of the show: Valhalla Combat Sports Incorporated, Ink Shrinks Tattoo, the Striking Institute, James Clark Sports Psychology and Hypnosis Therapy, the Fighters, and my mom. Felipe, thanks for taking the time to join us. How you doing tonight, sir?
Thank you guys for having me again. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, man.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. I mean, it's been a while since the last time, and it's been a while since the last fight, man. I mean, what have you been doing to stay in shape and stay prepared before we start talking about this fight, actually?
Well, we both, I think we're all three of us are fighters, and we know that, consistency is key. And, just hitting the gym, just running, just, being able to hit the bag, sparring, just getting actually in the gym. And that's all there's to it, just staying in shape.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, that's simple. And that's the one thing that people need to understand is that once you keep it simple, it is simple. I mean, I don't think a lot of fighters understand how much road work is important. Boxers do for sure. They all know. But when I say road work, for the people that don't know, that's running. Just if it, and then the other one is if you find a rope, jump it. Jump and rope. Those are the two main things that I think build really good cardio, and people don't necessarily understand that. But you've been doing all the right things in the break of everything, when everything was shut down and stuff like that. When everything started to get back up and running, how excited were you for that? And what did it feel like getting back into the gym instead of just having to train at home and outside?
Well, as everything went down, my second pro fight, I lost, a very tough loss. And as soon as that loss, I really was itching to getting back into the cage and getting back into the winning column, just like everybody else, just, I want to get that back. I want to get back in there and just, show what I'm made of. But, COVID hit, and then just everything just went downhill. And, well, I got laid off of work for like a month, I would say. So I really got into my mind about, okay, I can't just sit here, get fat, and then so I started building a little room in my basement. I don't know if you guys seen some pictures of that,
Oh yeah.
I started building then a couple kids started joining me, doing the workouts. Then I just started just working out, and then I had to move it up to my garage because it wasn't big enough anymore. And now that actually, I'm renting a place here in Arcadia, just, trying to build my gym here too. So that's turned into a kind of a full time for me as well. So
Hold on. Okay. This is a pre-fight interview, but we're gonna break off from the fight just a little bit real quick because I have more questions now about this. So you rented a space to basically train. So you moved from your basement to your garage, and now you rented a space, and you're pretty much are you opening up your own gym?
I'm working towards that, my man. So
Wow.
working towards, making my base here in Arcadia, and actually trying to open up a gym here as well. And So, I'm taking that over, and then I'm training kids. One of them just made a boxing debut last weekend, and he was successful. So I'm pretty happy.
Oh yeah, no,
And
I'm proud of you, man.
I have a kickboxing match in this September 11th as well. One of my kids is fighting that night too. So,
dude,
And fighting this weekend.
yes.
Oh,
man, that is dope. And in the main event, that is amazing, dude. We've had nights like that at our team because our head coach is also a fighter. And there's been nights where we've all fought the same night. It is one of the most glorious things. It's amazing. And honestly, I had no idea that that's exactly what was going down with everything. How did that initially start, kind of? What led to you even? I mean, I guess the shutdown. You did mention that the shutdown and everything led to you training in your basement, and you invited or yeah. How did all of this play out? Take me through the timeline.
So, when I started building the basement room, I actually got some interest from some kids, and those kids started, telling other kids, "Hey, man, like these us," and we're like they're seeing the results, and like my motto is that I'm trying to make everyone else around me better, and this kid started making some interest, and like I said, I was running out of room downstairs, and initially it was just I just wanted to do it for myself, to stay in shape, but I started getting a lot more and more interest, and it got to the point where I have like I'm really good with kids, so I have like 15 kids now, dude. That they just
Wow.
little kids that just they're just
it's the
amazing.
Wisconsin Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
I feel more excited about his debut than it's just that I want to see. I'm just gonna see the progress that we've made through this whole time, like just evolve, because like it might be just because I've been teaching him, but I mean, this dude is good, and he's gonna perform really well that night, and I think he's gonna get the win. I know he's gonna get the win because he's been sparring with me, and he's been taking some tough love from me, and
I mean, the confidence alone. I mean, you're not only are you working with your coach, but you're working with the guy who's main eventing the same night you're fighting. So, I mean, just the confidence you get to instill in him and get to work with him. And, obviously as important as that is, you're in a fist fight yourself that same evening. You're going against, a very tough guy. I feel like you and Caleb had very similar amateur paths. You never crossed paths, but, obviously very decorated amateurs early in your pro careers. How did this fight come into play, and what do you think of this matchup with Caleb?
I think honestly, it's a very, very good matchup. And I'm finally fighting someone that's just about the same height, same stylistically. That because every other opponent I've had, they've either been bigger, taller than me, or because I'm always gonna be the short guy, and I've always had to, adjust to their style of fighting. And I think this time I haven't really put together a fight and show off my hands yet, and I think you guys are really gonna see this in this fight because my hands are flying this time, man. I'm really looking forward to this weekend because I think you guys are gonna see a lot of things that you haven't seen from me yet, and I'm very excited for that.
Man, I'm excited. I can feel how excited you are. Before we get to wrapping this up here, I don't want to keep too much of your time. I do want to give you the platform to thank any teammates, sponsors, anybody outside the gym that's been there for you leading up to this fight.
I don't want to say names because everybody's going to think I left anyone out, but you know who you are, man. Like I said on my live video today, I'm very thankful to have the fan base, the fans, the co-workers that I have, the sponsors. Um, they're just amazing. I'm just every time I step in the ring, I give everything I have out of me because I feel like everyone deserves all that. So to you guys too, thank you for, giving me this space.
Oh, dude, we're nothing without the fighters, man. Thank you.
Yeah, seriously. Thank you, Felipe. Your time's precious, especially during fight week. Always, we have a guest here. But always appreciate the time. If you're watching this video, like the video, subscribe to Trash Talk with Damien and TJ. If you haven't got your ticket yet, you just watched one half of the main event. It's Felipe Martinez going against Caleb Mirth. Main event, Three River Throwdown number 17. Felipe, you've been a mainstay on the Three River cards. You get a main event this one. I mean, I'm excited. Thank you for your time here. I'm getting mumble mouth. Most importantly, I don't want to do the send off with our guest here. So this is gonna be, if you know what not to do if you're a fan of Trash Talk. I ain't gonna say it, but you know what not to do. All right, thanks for your time, Felipe.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
go.
Really appreciate it. Have a good night.
You as
Yep,
well.
you too. Thank you, brother.